Hello, all you fellow nerds, and welcome to this session of Nerd Week Podcast. Be prepared for banters, ranters, spoilers, and ragers. There will be nerd-gasms, nerd tears, and occasionally nerd shunning on at least one victim. Speaking of victims, I am the Thing, and today we have...
The Dragon!
Carrot Top.
AI.
Oh man, we got a good episode.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, Thing. What's up? You're not going to announce yourself?
I already did.
You did.
You didn't hear it? I said the Thing.
He said the Thing.
The Thing.
Thing might be changing to Deadpool soon, though.
Oh, thank you.
No, he will not.
Upgrade.
He's forever the Thing.
You say that, but anyway.
We'll vote on it later.
Yeah.
He's still going to be the Thing.
How you guys been?
Been a
I haven't
good week.
actually seen you two in a while, so.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I saw you yesterday.
Yes.
For a little bit.
For like a brief moment.
In passing.
Yeah. Like kind of, sort of. You should let
I'm
them like
okay.
that
Thank
for
you
me.
for asking.
I asked how both of you were. She
Yeah.
interrupted you.
True.
So,
Oh my gosh.
I was including you, but fine. Moving on. Anyway, so, what do we got today? I do think
So, Rampage.
Rampage. Oh, 3.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter project.
So, Ubol,
Right.
the producer,
Yeah.
Ubol,
Yeah.
he basically tried to do a Kickstarter on
Yeah,
it,
we saw
and
that.
no one was giving him money.
Which had I known, I would have given it to you, my man.
Like what, $100, 50 maybe?
I don't know, something
20?
like, because
10? 5?
I don't know,
1?
something. I
He
would've,
still would have raged on it.
Well, no, I mean,
50
obviously, I
cents?
didn't receive sufficient funding, but I'm just saying.
And don't
like,
expect him to be like, Galen, thanks for the money, but I'm still mad.
No, I do find it like sad though because
Yeah.
I mean, not shocking, but kind of sad. I'm like, yeah, like people give people money on Kickstarter for the stupidest projects, and they
Yeah.
actually succeed. Whereas like Rampage isn't like the most. Like by any stretch of the imagination, the most worthless project at all. Like in fact, like I actually liked Rampage 1
Oh, yeah.
and 2. Like they're actually pretty cool. Like at least as far as like development wise, from like as far as like a
Yeah.
movie standpoint,
It wasn't
they,
too
was
bad.
yeah, they were like well as far as being independently funded movies, they were very well made.
Right.
But so yeah, it was really sad. However, what up?
Well, you kind of going off a lot on the news.
No, that's all right.
However, the
Galen here has the most knowledge of Rampage.
That's true.
the point is
I
like
gotta let him
like,
talk about it.
But like at least as far as his freak out goes, like yeah, for him personally, obviously it didn't work. Like maybe
Yeah.
not enough people were aware of it when
But did you see the video?
it was really funny.
him like being mad and
he
everything,
was
be like,
really
"F you
mad.
all." Kickstarters are BS. I don't
Yeah.
know why people do it. So
He's like tremendous waste
of.
waste of time and money, and it's like all crap and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
crazy stuff like that. But a lot of like really really cool projects come from Kickstarter. So
Yeah.
just because he personally doesn't have it doesn't mean like Kickstarter as a whole
Super
is
Troopers 2.
bad. Also Kung Fury 2.
Yes. Yeah.
As well as like the Shadowrun series. Anybody who's fans out there, Shadowrun. Hong Kong was a Kickstarter project, and it's coming out next month or something like that.
Nice.
September or something. Can't remember, but
Soon.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this year.
Soon-ish.
So Q here are fans of Walking Dead.
On the floor.
That kid doesn't.
I hate it.
He just hates zombies for
He's
some
not a
reason.
zombie, dude.
If we do
He
not know
hates
if we do not know
hate.
this already, then we have not been paying attention. I
No.
hate zombies.
No. Hate is the wrong word. He loathes.
Which doesn't make sense because
That's
the concept is
loads
awesome.
entirely.
Okay,
Wait,
Loathes.
no. Let's be accurate. I hate modern depictions of zombies. That is
What?
irrelevant. I hate modern depiction of zombies. Anyways,
The mindless
Okay, so
weirdness.
that.
but iZombie's awesome. Anyways,
My
so
zombie was cool.
now the reason I bring up Walking Dead is because the actor known as John Bernthal, which is Walking Dead, I think his name's Shane, if I'm not wrong.
Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Continuing.
He is going to play the Punisher in the new Daredevil season 2,
Really?
which I'm excited for.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it Daredevil
I am
2?
so excited.
Oh yeah.
Of course they're gonna make a second season.
No, but I like confirmation, okay?
what she said.
Sheesh.
Let's put it this way: whether the seasons are actually watched or not, as long as people are using Netflix, as long as people are paying subscription for Netflix can make whatever they want.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Like
It
they,
is so
they don't
true.
even need like it's like Orange is the New Black. They're going on season 3. Does anybody really watch that show?
No.
Like a mass community, like if it was on
I
public
think some
television
people in
to
our
make it to
audience
season
does.
3? No. However,
Jeez.
however, tons of people who watch anything on Netflix and own Netflix and pay for Netflix, Netflix can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they can make Marco Polo, they can keep making Orange Is the New Black, they can
They
keep
could make
making
some
House of
random
Cards.
new, completely pointless show.
They make
and
their
Like
own.
Machete.
It would
they
not
make their own
matter.
bloody anime. Like Knights of Sidonia, that was a Netflix funded project.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to watch that now.
It's
because
amazing.
That looks. That's
It's so good.
It is
Netflix
good.
does-
It's
so
definitely
good.
worth it.
Oh
Really?
my god.
Okay.
Knights of Sidonia. And by the way, Captain Harlock was so rad.
Right?
It was,
Oh my gosh!
It was so good.
It was pretty good.
He showed it to me for the first time like 2 nights ago, and I freaking lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, this is so rad.
Good concept, good
Like-
animation.
Like it was,
Everywhere.
it was great. It was great.
Well, bam, 10 out of 10.
Nailed it.
Bam. So, interesting news this week. Christopher Lee from Lord of the Rings and Star
how
Wars.
is it interesting? That's sad.
It is sad news.
Your version of interesting is depressing. Apparently,
Sometimes.
you're depressing. How can you say, "Oh, Christopher Lee died"? That's interesting. No, it's not interesting. He was 93. Of
Should
course,
we
he
have a
died.
moment of
It's
silence
sad.
for him?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
But that was Bloody Count Dooku, which is funny because I was actually watching Star Wars
But when I saw
today.
the news,
so.
oh man, I was like, well, that is not very
Do you
good.
remember my email? I freaked out.
Yeah, you like pretty much went on Google, right, and looked that up.
Yeah.
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 He was like 63. He was old though.
93.
93.
Yeah, he was still old. That's old.
That's
Like,
like
your
30 years
back-
older
Your
than
back
what
should
you
not
just
be
said.
functioning at that
93
age. I'm
is
sorry.
much older than 60. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Try like 30 years.
I know, right?
So, but yeah, he did. He was very good at what he did. I liked him. My favorite.
Super sad.
Definitely
Super
will be
sad.
missed.
So.
Fun.
Um,
And in lighter news, though, for games and stuff like
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, so as many of you guys know, my favorite shoot 'em up game, first person shooter.
that. I was
don't
about
mean
to correct
offend
you again.
Woo! Dodge a bullet there.
I'm
I'm on a roll tonight. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is coming out,
Boo.
but they are saying that they're going to make it so that you can play it on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Boo.
Eh,
No one
Yeah,
cares.
I love PlayStation.
I
No one
like it.
cares.
I like.
No one likes you either.
Same car, different paint job. And in this case, when it's Black Ops, it's the same car, same paint job.
That's what you are.
Slightly different interior covers. That's literally what it's come down to.
I will always be a fan of Black Ops. Doesn't matter.
It's awful.
That's the one that has
It's
the
awful.
different people from different nationalities having different abilities, right?
No.
I don't
Right,
think so.
Thinking of something else. I don't play shoot 'em up games.
First-person shooter.
shooters.
Thank you.
Okay, real quick, and please keep it short. What's the difference between shoot 'em up games and first-person shooters?
As
Go.
far as I know, the definition would be like the difference between like Time Crisis and Call of Duty. Call of Duty's a first-person shooter where it's like you control the person and it's like you
Yeah.
move around and it's free roam and aim and stuff like that.
Okay.
Whereas shoot 'em up is kind of like a beat 'em up, a side-scrolling thing, right? Where it's like you're on rails.
Okay.
And like you know like you
Is it
follow
like
the
Duke
thing and-
Nukem?
No,
Because you're
Duke
saying
Nukem-
side-scroller. Duke Nukem is side-scroller.
No. I'm saying like whereas like beat 'em up, like side-scrolling beat 'em ups are like different than like an actual like fighting game.
Okay.
Like, you know, kind of that
All
kind
right.
of a difference. So,
Okay.
like an arcade style, like Terminator, Time Crisis, something like that.
Okay, all right.
So.
Sounds good. All right, so Angel Stone.
Oh my god,
Oh my goodness.
That's all I gotta say.
that was so rad.
so
good.
I don't know when it's coming out.
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
But that
I will
game
just
looks
wait.
good.
I'm
That game looks
mentioning
amazing.
it. My favorite part about the whole trailer was when her guns turned into when they like sprouted knives and she threw them into the beast.
Yeah.
The thing she was fighting.
That is my whatever.
The
That
thing
is
she-
my
Now-
favorite part.
That's the trailer, but what I want to tell you is something that will make you even more interested in playing it.
Okay.
Because of what you usually play, Carrot Top.
my games. My games.
This game has a kind of feel like kind of Diablo, where the camera's like up there in that aerial type view.
Oh, that makes
That's
me
a
sad.
that's a nice thing, honestly. But it's
I was
thing.
kind of hoping it'd be more like a Devil May Cry Bayonetta type looking thing, like from watching it. Like,
I mean, if it is, then I'm wrong. But
That would-
that's what I saw in the gameplay.
I mean, no, if that's the case, then that's the case. I'm just saying, like, it would have been
But
cooler. to
Bayonetta
see.
would be cool too if it was set like that. I would totally play it
Regardless-
like
Bayonetta's amazing.
Regardless, that trailer looked phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
It did. It really did.
It was awesome. There
was
was
really good.
so much, like you said, her arsenal was
was
like,
impressive.
impressive.
Yeah. It was extensive. Like,
Hands
but like
down.
you could see it all on her and stuff like
Right.
that, and like what she was using. Like some like
She was pretty
kicked her
too.
back like super hard, while the one she
That's
could
my
like sit
creepy
there as a
smile.
machine gun and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's very creepy.
Or like nails. Like so, it's not just like lethal. Like she has like tools in her weaponry. Like that's super cool.
Absolutely.
And that whole like big old monster she was fighting. Oof.
You comment?
I liked when that final shot that she did, where she jumps up and it just
And just like looks in the face and it's like,
sits
eh,
there and fires.
suck it.
It's
Dead.
bad, but it looks like a good game to play.
It looks very
Back.
fun.
So, have you seen anything about Mirror's Edge Catalyst?
Yes.
What is your opinion
Back in
on
like
it?
E3 of like 3 years ago, dude.
But this is Catalyst. This is not Mirror's Edge. This is
I
the
know.
other version.
It's not another version. It's a prequel. It's the same team, same project, same universe, same character. Even
So,
Faith. It's just
it's a prequel.
yeah.
That's all they give us, though. Mirror's Edge.
The art style changed up a little bit, and it looks amazing. If it's
Yeah.
anything like Mirror's Edge 1, it'll be bloody great.
Mirror's Edge is basically a game where you're like running through
It's
a city,
parkour, yeah.
parkouring, which I think is pretty
It's
cool.
a first-person parkour game.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of games I can mention, but I'm not going to.
Assassin's Creed. But that's
Actually,
different for
Infamous
that's like
2.
it's a different like point of view for Assassin's Creed. In Mirror's Edge, you're actually viewing it from their like
First person.
Yeah,
as
first
opposed
person.
to third person.
yeah. I think should be pretty fun. I think it'd be cooler if it was on the Oculus Rift as well.
Mirror's Edge is hard though.
Really?
Like I'll be completely like if you put it on like its max thing, just the first playthrough, like when you're playing through it, you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, like you have to like be aware of like all of your surroundings. You have to know like where all like
Oh,
the
yeah.
red stripes are.
Makes
and then when you
sense.
get into like firefights, which you don't get into firefights, but it's like disarming the guys and getting through the fights is like it's
Yeah.
rough. It's really hard. So it was really fun though. It was really fun.
Right.
You could pull off some really cool looking stuff.
Yeah. So, Hunger Games is on their final movie.
Finally.
Hunger Games
What
Part
is
2.
Finally.
what is it with series having to like split up their last movie and
That
They
way-
want
part?
to
I mean-
get money out of you.
No, it's not just that. It's also because they want to make sure that the book fans are satisfied with the
Yeah,
book.
but
I
it's like
suppose.
I mean, it's
Like
like,
with The
well,
Hobbit.
if that's the case, then why don't you split? Okay, The Hobbit didn't. That's a poor example. That's an
That's a
example of
very
that's
bad
example of
example.
money.
No,
the
it's,
sec-
it's
Yeah,
so
it's example
true.
of money.
85% of
Great
the second
example of
movie
money.
was not in the books.
Yep.
Literally, the last
And Legolas
I'll have
wasn't
to
2
even
hours
in
of
The
that
Hobbit.
movie was not in the books.
I'll have to rewatch it, but that's beside the point. Like you're saying, apparently.
Like, I mean, like, no, I mean, like, no, that is kind of the point. I mean, it's an example of like, why do you feel the need
I have-
to break something up when it doesn't need to be broken up?
I have 2 examples that are good, unlike The Hobbit. There's Harry Potter, because the last one was 2 books or 2 movies.
And they still changed a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, it's
They
true.
always change.
Did
things.
anybody else get kind of tired with Harry Potter by the last movie? You were like, I know what's gonna happen. Like, what?
The part they found
Kind
funny.
of.
It
though-
was still cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and I still love Harry Potter. I'm a massive Harry Potter fan, and I love it to death.
Yeah.
But it's like, just by the end, the last movie, I was like, this is really cool. But it's like, oh yeah, but it's like really cool. But it's like, yeah, I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Now,
8 years of my life
Sorry,
gone.
I'm going to go off topic for a little bit. In Harry Potter, the part when Voldemort hugs
Draco.
Draco Malfoy?
that was awkward. That was so awkward. He's all like, "Hello, Malfoy." It's like I don't want to touch you at
It was
all.
like he was like he was.
I don't think
embracing-
anyone wants to touch him at all.
No, not at
Either
all.
of them, for that matter.
No,
Well, at least not the character. But then Tom Felton, everyone's like, oh, Tom Felton.
yeah. Oh man. So Hunger Games and so Harry Potter.
Which I've met him, so it's okay.
There's also, which I just did not finish because I only watched like the first 2, and which I should not even say. But there's also Twilight. They did 2 movies on the last book as well.
That was a huge money grab.
Right? Who's the money grabber?
That was literally just for the money because the Twilight books had such.
See,
a
it's like,
fan
I don't
base.
understand how, like, if you look at some series, like Harry Potter, okay, Harry Potter's 7th one, I can kind of see, yes. But they also left out a lot of information, which you have zero excuse if you broke it up into 2 parts.
Yeah.
You have zero excuse to leave, like, basically anything out.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's hard to explain. I mean, like, Lord of the Rings. It's perfect.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is perfect. It is perfect. Did they feel a compulsive need to make the Return of the King Part 1 and the Return of the King Part 2? No.
Nope.
It was Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. They got everything in
Yep.
each one of those movies.
Everything was
Thank
set in
God.
The
stone.
important
some-
parts.
Yeah,
of the
no,
storyline.
like they basically got like they used like lines from the books. They used scenery from like those trilogies of movies. As far as like a book to
And
movie adaptation,
instead
they're
of
perfect.
coming out with like 2 movies for the third Lord of the Rings, they just came out with a
Well, they did it for all
version
of them.
later on that was extended.
No, it was
versions.
extended for all of them, which was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, the extended
which
versions.
included even more of all of the
More.
books in them.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
gotta
just
say,
great.
I gotta say,
Like Lord of the
the
Rings.
extended versions make Lord of the Rings so much better.
You know what? Ready for
Right.
your moment of truth? I
What?
have actually never once in my life seen any of the theatrical versions of those movies.
Really?
Yeah.
You only watched the extended?
I've only ever
Well,
seen
good
the
for you,
extended.
man.
Like that's it.
Achievement unlocked
That's
right
it.
there.
The only way to
Those
watch
are
them.
the only ways I've ever seen them, so it's great.
Because more stuff makes sense for those who never read the books.
Right,
To
yeah.
have
Really?
all the extended stuff in it.
But I had read the books, so in fact that was the rule. Like I
Actually-
had to have read the books before.
Actually,
I watched the
unfortunately,
movies,
I have watched the movies before I read the books, which is actually breaking the rule for me. But I plan on reading the book soon.
I used to like read like crazy a lot,
Nerd.
but
Right?
Just
but
kidding.
then
Just
like
kidding.
but then like once I start delving into a bunch of like the like other like entertainment media and stuff, like that stuff is so much cooler
Yeah.
that it's hard to find time. It's like I would either have to cut into my gaming time or some other time
Yeah.
for reading time, and I just don't want to do that.
It's so stressful.
Except for now,
So much effort.
except for now, I actually work at a job where I can actually start reading something. I'm going to start
That's true.
actually like reading books there now, so
Yeah.
so that'll be nice.
All right, so The Martian.
The Martian.
Trailer. Whew.
Okay,
I am looking forward to this movie.
right?
Has Matt Damon in it?
Yeah, because The Martian looks like Gravity and
Interstellar?
Interstellar combined times like 100 times better.
I mean, it's different than both those movies, but
Be
it's got its
careful
own
when
story.
you phrase it like that, because
Yeah.
the Interstellar was made by
I-
Christopher Nolan, and it's hard to get better than Christopher Nolan.
It's got a good storyline to it, though. I gotta hand it to him.
Okay, so Interstellar didn't.
It did.
You
but
really want to roll down this
It
road?
did.
Interstellar had a really interesting concept to it, but
If by concept you mean it was scientifically accurate up until the point to
No.
where you went into a black hole, then yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
right? But it dragged. The storyline
I don't.
dragged.
I don't think it did at all. I think a lot of people are complaining about that because you don't know how to watch a Christopher Nolan movie. Clearly,
Suppose.
apparently,
Anyways.
everyone's expecting Batman or Inception, and that's not what. That's,
I was
not every
expecting.
single movie that he makes is going to be like that.
Yeah.
Just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It was good.
That's fair. That's fair. Shut
I
up.
haven't
So-
cared to
Shut up,
watch
then. Quit
Interstellar.
complaining.
I haven't cared to watch
It's
Interstellar.
again, personal choice. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It.
I want to. It's
Oh.
a one and done movie. If I don't like it,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But The Martian, nonetheless.
But it's not like you're going to go out of your way to watch it.
exactly.
Okay. The Martian.
I'm going to go out of my way to continue this segment.
The Martian is going to be awesome.
You know
Anyway.
the last 2 times Matt and I did it just to troll you, right?
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
That sucked too. There we go.
There we go.
Gosh. Matt Damon, The Martian. Go watch it when it comes out in October?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's October.
It's a while
Hey,
away.
so in 5 months, go out.
Yeah, well, the trailer came
Actually,
out, and
4.
I figured we'd talk
4
about it
months.
for a little bit.
No, I think it was November actually.
Was it?
I think it was
Nonetheless,
November for that.
he gets stuck on Mars. They think that he died. He didn't, and basically spends a lot of time on Mars trying to survive. Creates
tries and grows a
a
garden.
garden and stuff, and he sends a message to them. Finally, the trailer. Oh man, I can't
Seriously,
wait for it.
go watch the trailer. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, they answered my question that I was going to ask, so never mind.
What was
Oh,
your question? No.
what
seriously.
about
what was
it?
the plot line?
The plot. That's the plot line.
That's
that was
the
the plot line.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I meant.
There was a really
Wow,
bad
quick.
storm.
Clearly,
He
your
got
communicational
separated from the
skills
group.
Right.
needs
He
to
got
improve in this
Grandpa
Pretty
situation.
much.
Mars planted a garden. Tried to.
Try. To,
I won't ask if he did or did not get saved because that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
I don't.
don't
and
even
we don't
know.
even
We
know
could
yet.
compare
so
it
it's
to a
not
space
problem.
version of Castaway.
I was actually about to say that.
Yeah.
It's like
That is true. It is like
Is there gonna be a
the tennis.
Yeah.
The volleyball.
Wilson?
Oh, that would be
Gonna be a
hilarious. That would be a
Wilson
good
up there.
addition.
That would
That would be
actually
a
be funny
phenomenal.
if
I'd laugh.
he did something like that.
Oh man! All right, and then there's this movie called The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I
Interesting.
mean, I will definitely watch it. It's got
Absolutely.
Army Hammer.
It does look interesting.
Yeah.
I love.
It has
I love,
Superman in it,
It
yeah.
has the Superman.
which means it's obviously going to
He's
suck.
actually playing someone else in the movie.
Hey-oh.
Giggity.
Yeah,
Anyway.
just go there.
Anyways, I love spy movies. I really do, because spy movies are basically superheroes that are not superheroes.
Yeah.
You know,
Action heroes.
human
They're action
superheroes.
heroes.
Whatever. Anyways, I love spy movies, so it's intriguing, but the trailer itself does not. It intrigues me, but it doesn't make me want to love the movie.
Right.
Right,
Not
that's
not like immediately in a James Bond kind of way. Whereas like
Exactly.
Spectre, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Like you watch Spectre, and you're like, could I
Apparently-
be any more excited?
Yeah.
Or Kingsman.
Oh my gosh.
That
Let's
movie
not-
was incredible.
Let's not. Let's just not.
That's a whole nother thing
That
unto
movie
its
was
own,
great.
man. That movie was so
Okay,
good.
so what I can say about this movie, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., is that there's two spies. One's
One is
Russian.
one is America.
one American. They're basically like
American.
against each other at the beginning.
Basically.
Basically. They're against each other at the beginning, but then they have to work together to do some sort of mission.
Sounds like this is war. This means war.
WW2.
Yeah.
So
So, I mean, I just want to see it because of Armie Hammer, because he's a great actor. Because he was in that one movie with Johnny Depp. No, in the movie.
You're gonna have to give us something more.
Johnny Depp was an Indian.
Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Good job. 5
Wait, you mean
points.
like one of the worst movies ever made that tanked super hard and Disney publicly apologized for it?
Really?
I
Because I
remember
liked
that.
it. I thought it was pretty good.
It was not well received at all. Let's
All
put
right,
it that
well,
way.
I'm gonna make a
Dinner's on you.
comment. Lone Ranger could have been good, but somehow
It wasn't.
it wasn't.
Riddle me that.
Right? Anyways, continue.
Anyways, so Jurassic World.
Whoa! Oh man, thank you.
Man, we watched
For
that.
like making a movie that was so close to the original movie that
I
was amazing.
felt like a kid again.
I really did.
Like,
I
seriously,
remember,
within,
like,
like,
the
10 minutes.
the music,
It's not even 5.
Yeah, the feel, the cameras, and like cinematography of everything,
Yeah.
and then of course,
Lord.
spoiler alert, the T-Rex fight at the end. Oh
shut
my
up.
God.
Shut up, Brandon.
So-
It would not be a Jurassic Park
Oh.
movie without T-Rexes
Agreed.
in it. Like,
It's
So
T-Rex.
FYI,
Yeah,
you guys,
so-
this guy didn't see the movie.
so that's why you shouldn't have been here, and I did say spoiler alert just so that way it counts.
Right, yeah.
But yeah,
No problem.
no, seriously, like that.
Dude,
The-
I wouldn't
but
have come
the-
here
the-
if I didn't
the build
expect
up
spoilers.
was definitely worth everything.
Yeah,
Even if
he
you know it's
knows
coming,
there's gonna be
the build
spoilers.
up to that moment, you're like, oh, I know what's coming now.
Right?
You're like,
Okay.
The
oh.
door. She's sitting there. The door opens.
It's opening.
she
Like, what's
lights-
your- Who are they gonna have
I love
go
how,
against
I love
this
how,
big old Rex?
Everyone's like, oh, like that's when I figured it out. I was like, really? I figured it out back when she said, oh, we need more teeth. I was like, oh my god!
Right?
I like freaked my crap. I was like, oh! And then she like
Hey.
starts running. She's like,
Hey.
open the gate. And he's like, are you insane? I was like, ah!
Hey, now I'm gonna know when she says I need tea that the fight's coming on.
Yeah.
no.
Thank you.
No, the part.
Then
where
again,
you
they've already
realize-
been in the fight for like 20 minutes at that point.
Yeah.
So.
No, the part where you realize that they're going to bring the T-Rex in is the goat.
Yeah, because the
The
goat
goat at the
showed up
beginning.
at the
That's
beginning.
true.
And you're like, okay, what dinosaur ate the goat in Jurassic Park? Oh, yes, it was the Tyrannosaurus
Oh, that's
Rex.
right. T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Oh, man, there was so much stuff
However,
that they...
I will not ruin it, but the stunning conclusion to that fight was awesome.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. There was-
It was so. Just wait for like. I'll give you just one thing, and it's just when you see the ending, think of Star Wars.
Really?
Right?
Okay, we'll leave it
Because
at
the
that.
quote I left you.
Oh, yeah, that one.
We mentioned
Yeah,
it.
we won't say that.
You've all seen it, so you should understand what he's talking
On count of
about.
three.
Me, on the
One,
other hand,
two.
No,
Okay, fine,
because
sorry,
that
sorry. All
will
right.
ruin it.
All right,
That will
fine.
give it
Seriously.
away.
Okay, so with this movie, there's a lot of stuff that they actually followed through and brought back from Jurassic Park, like Mr. DNA,
Yes.
The
Yes.
little Mr. DNA that you said.
I know. I saw that was
Great.
so cool.
and then the Jeep.
The Jeeps.
The
The
Jeep
old
was good.
facility, the old
old-
banner,
Yes.
the wall. Like when they were going across the wall and I touched it, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like I wish it was you right now. I want to pet the wall.
And then there,
it's like it's cool because it's like that was like holograms for us back in the 90s.
Yeah,
Was like
more or
the
less.
cool like murals on the wall, but now it's like effing holograms,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that's cool.
and then there was the nerdy guy that was in the control center with the Jurassic Park
Yeah.
shirt.
And the little, like,
Don't
Gosh.
you, don't you think that's in poor taste? Yeah, no, I know people died and it was awful, but like,
wow,
I don't know, I think it's
feel
pretty cool,
so
don't you?
left out.
You
Yeah,
should.
pretty much.
Wow.
You should.
It
I
was
feel
so good.
so
left
left
out.
out.
Jurassic World is so amazing.
Fail.
That is not a movie
Is
that's a
this the
one and
Nerd
done
Shun then?
movie.
No.
You will watch it again.
Watch
and
it.
again.
Watch it in the dollar theater, probably maybe 3 or 4 times. Get it on DVD. Watch it. Wear it out. Destroy it. Go buy it again.
Wow,
Watch
that's
all
how
Do whatever you want with it. Sleep with it if you want. Date it if you want. Date
Marathon.
that DVD. I can
Bury
say
that
yes.
DVD. Go to Texas. It's legal.
But we have to talk about the best
Wait,
scene
we're
in
going
the
to
entire
Texas
movie.
next month.
That was the reference.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness.
Thank you.
Is there something that you're telling me or you're not telling me that you should share?
Let's just say I'm taking my my Batman animated series with me. So
Okay.
Hate you.
All right.
that's signed by Kevin Conroy. Stop! Oh, I just went there.
Best scene, something or other.
Best scene
Best
of the
scene,
entire movie.
The fight. I'll be completely
The part
honest.
when Owen was driving on his motorcycle and
That's
the Velociraptors
actually
were
that was
following
super
him.
hardcore.
That was sick.
That was super
Oh,
hardcore.
so cool.
What would have made it better is if some of the guys were riding on the Velociraptors.
Wait. Is this
That would've been cool.
is this the scene in the trailers where?
Oh yeah, you see it in
Yeah.
the trailer.
Yeah, you see it
So
in
there's
the
not really a
trailer.
spoiler with that.
So that's the best part in the movie in your opinion.
In
It was
my
one of the
opinion.
coolest
I liked it a
parts.
lot.
The end
Okay, raise
fight
up-
scene
sorry,
is the
raise-
best part.
Real quick, raise of hands. The motorcycle riding with the Velociraptors, whatever. Best scene in the movie. Raise your hands.
I thought it was cool.
It's the second best.
What was
about
your
you, Aubrey?
first favorite then?
That is my favorite scene in the entire movie. Is them
Then why'd you say it was
that entire scene? But you have to.
the entire scene? That's the thing. The entire
Yeah.
scene.
Really, you liked that more than the actual fight at the end?
The fight was amazing.
The fight was
Like, and it was
good.
like so meaningful and sad and heart wrenching, but amazing and epic and awesome, and then depressing, and then and then
So a bunch of like feelings going on that you just don't know if you should laugh or cry or just shout hooray
Or both.
or all of the
Or
above.
all the above.
That would be hard though.
simultaneously.
I mean, you might as well just pass out.
Basically.
Got it.
Man, like so much from that movie. I just want to like just talk about every single part about that movie. Like there were actually some parts where it reminded me of Jurassic Park as well. Like the part where they're in that ball and they end up upside down against that dinosaur.
Yep.
That happened in Jurassic
And he-
Park
and,
as
like,
well.
gets, like, smashed
in the
into
Jeep.
it.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, that
Mhm.
happened in Jurassic Park. So
Oh, it was so rad when they're like running out and they hit the hologram and it has like the spitting dinosaur. I was
Yes.
like, oh!
that was
I was
cool
like,
too.
you're so rad.
They should have the
Except you're not
spitting
actually like right
dinosaur.
here.
I
Well,
love
no,
the
so
spitting
basic.
dinosaur.
Well, yeah, but so basically, Jurassic Park. The concept was that he was bringing like all of the dinosaurs back, and it's like, oh, it's like this go on a cool safari and look at all
Yeah.
of these cool dinosaurs, and look, it's effing dinosaurs. Whereas Jurassic World, they like learn from their mistakes, and they don't let any dangerous. They didn't rebreed or remake or allow to roam free any dangerous species of dinosaur. So like the raptors, they were all always kept in a cage. The Rex was always kept in a cage. So was the
birdies, the aviary.
yeah, the pterodactyls as well as the hybrid that they all built. All the
Right.
ones that posed a threat and could be dangerous and aggressive,
Yeah.
they kept them isolated in a way,
Yeah.
or like in a way that you can't like actually view them out in the open.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't
Except
they
for the T-Rex.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, like, didn't they have the T-Rex in the very first movie behind an electric fence?
Well, yeah, but he still had like area to roam
Yeah,
in.
roam
He
in.
wasn't in a cage. They caged all of the all of the
literally
like all the dangers.
caged.
Yes, like
Like he was
caged.
big enough
Cage,
space to not
cage.
No,
seem
like
like he was in a
caged.
cage.
Okay.
like
Okay.
they had enough room for
It
them
was
to
like- it was like his Garden
walk
of
in a
Eden,
circle.
if you will.
Okay.
6 sides.
Picture a cell for a human
Okay.
being, only expand it a little bit for a dinosaur. That's exactly what it was.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's like that's what they were trying to do, and then of course idiot number 1, and then idiot number 2, and then yeah.
Right.
And all the idiots in the movie,
And
which
full-
makes the movie a movie.
But it's like sometimes you hit those points though where it was actually like really predictable, and you're like, oh, yep. Oh, and
There
then
we
he's
go.
going to, yep, and then, yep,
It was
and then all the crap goes down. Great,
Yeah.
There
thanks.
it is.
Well,
There it is.
So obvious.
let's see
every
how
time
Star-Lord
something's
gets
gonna
out of
die.
this one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Star-Lord.
I was really hoping that
A lot of people was really nervous about Chris Pratt being this part because they always thought that like he was going to be a much more serious person.
Yeah.
That's
And,
my
and everyone
question.
was like, is he cool still? And I was like,
See,
it's
that's
literally
my,
like,
that's my question.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
like-
ask it before you go on your little spiel.
Yeah.
Was Chris Pratt?
Pratt.
That
I know,
name-
no, because Chris Pine
Was he a
and
good
Chris
actor?
Pratt. I know, I get them mixed up all the time.
Was he a good
Owen.
actor?
Yeah,
was
oh,
good.
he was really
Was
good.
he a
He was
really
good.
good
Yeah,
actor
he was
in the
really
show?
good.
he was good.
He was
Did he
he was
do
he
it
was
justice?
Yes, absolutely.
He did.
Absolutely.
He-
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Like-
Okay.
Especially that the part when he like goes in to like save the guy in the cage. He's like, hey, what'd I just say?
Right?
What I just? He's like, hey, I see you. Back up, back
Pretty
up.
much.
I see you, Delta.
Hey, calm down. And you're like, oh man.
Who's the alpha? You're looking at.
You're looking at him, bro.
Oh man.
Hey, your boyfriend's a bad A.
And then she
Anyways.
smiles. I was actually hoping that Jeff Goldblum would show up.
Or
was really
someone
hoping.
that was
yeah,
really,
make an
really cool.
appearance. The only person that was in that movie that was in the first Jurassic Park was the scientist.
Dr. Wu.
Yeah, Dr. Wu.
Who
Of all
ends up
people.
being the bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like,
Spoilers and
Spoiler
plot
alert.
twist. Jeez.
well, I mean, like, and it wasn't even really like the bad guy. Just he had a very misguided moral
less.
compass.
More or less.
Like,
Yeah.
clearly, and like the fact they're like, oh, we can't like tell you what we made out of why? It's very important information that we
Yeah.
kind of need to know at this
But
point.
then no one
Why
figures
does
it out
it really?
anyways.
Does it really matter? Yeah, unfortunately, and in the circumstances,
Yeah.
it ended up costing them half their unit
That's true.
before they could do anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's
And
how
he's
the
like-
movie
He
was
didn't do
written.
anything about it. He packed up his stuff and ran.
Oh, no, I meant like before the people who were fighting them could actually like realize what was going on, and
Right.
like before Chris Pratt could realize what was going on and be like, "Oh crap!" And that "oh crap" moment, like half the dude's gone,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Okay, so now regroup and let's try and figure out what to do at this point."
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
God.
Rather than it could have been over and done, and he would have known not to take their at. Yeah, so
Like
there's
the
just,
end of
yeah,
the
there's
scent hunt, where he just stopped.
yeah. So
shooting,
there's
and
like,
he's just
oh boy.
and we're screwed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now I know why you didn't tell me.
Jeez.
Oh man,
But yeah. Jurassic World, such a good movie. I'd
Very-
recommend watching
it
it.
was
if you
so
haven't
good.
already.
So good.
Oh
It was
my
so
I will.
gosh.
I promise.
Thank
I
you.
will watch it.
Will you though?
I will
He
drag
will.
your happy butt.
Yeah,
Do
I
it.
know you will. Thank
Like,
you.
but like, really, they can ask like, and like, but spoiler alert again for like the T-Rex fight and stuff. It was so funny because we were watching it with our group, and someone in the group was like, it was like, oh, and we were like, oh, who's gonna win? And they were like, oh, Gojira. I was like, okay, if Gojira showed up, he would like put his foot down and crush everyone.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
that'd
an
be, like,
unfair
the biggest
fight,
plot twist in the movie.
right? Spoiler alert: Godzilla shows up in the end and eats everyone.
Yeah.
and kills everyone. So
Liar! Liar!
It's the end of every movie.
Every movie? Seriously?
Every movie, Godzilla comes out and kills everyone.
Even Family-
J Part 2?
Even Family Guy.
watch Mockingjay Part 2. And in the end, Godzilla's gonna come out and eat everyone.
Katniss Everdeen is on top of Godzilla with their hand in there going,
Whatever. No, you know what, and then like Godzilla's gonna be like,
That's so true. Wouldn't it just?
be like,
Oh my God.
like a dog, ready, go! And he's like, oh, but on our way down, he'd be like, and like torture, so it's like, barbecue.
Mongolian barbecue.
Mongolian beef.
Okay, now we actually need to find out what race she is, so we know what kind of barbecue it is. So Caucasian
be-
barbecue, probably.
Yeah, should be like
my
all American,
European barbecue.
all American McDonald's barbecue, if you will.
Okay. One of my other favorite parts in the movie was when they first see the long neck thing.
Brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus.
I'm not gonna let you mess it up that time.
But yeah, when they first see that the Brontosaurus on the ground
And it's slowly dying.
and it's
How is that
slowly
your
dying.
favorite part?
This is not her favorite. She wants to talk about
It's
it.
one of my favorite parts because I like it because the female character
In that moment, she like realizes
that character change
like
in
the
her.
development.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Like
really
she's
good.
going from like pristine
They're
business
just
woman
objects
to, like,
too. They're actually living beings.
human, like emotion.
See,
with
and
it.
that's what
Let's be
I
honest
really
here.
like how they addressed that with more characters in this one than they did in the first three.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in the first one, like took over, there's like he's like they're creatures, they're like living,
Yeah.
breathing things. Like
Yeah.
treat them as such, and like we need to like know that we're not the top of the food chain right now because you brought dinosaurs back. Like
Yeah.
we need to understand the situation. And everyone's like, whatever, they're just like tests. We developed them, like whatever. And
Yeah.
when like this one, he's like, and the way he put it was so cool was that when they were talking, she's like, oh, they're just like things that we developed in a tube. But he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
they don't know that. He's like, they have no idea. Like they're
Yeah.
just animals that you have now brought to life.
Pretty
Like,
much.
They're
Yeah.
just trying to figure crap out. Like,
True.
They're-
which was
they're-
really cool. Like when you really think about it, you're like, oh, that makes more sense.
Oh man.
As the person who has not seen this movie, That makes a lot of sense, and that makes me very excited
Yeah,
to watch the movie.
so he has a really cool perspective on it. So it's like he's training the raptors, kind of like you would train dogs, like hounds,
Yeah,
like
like he
hunting hounds.
like was
I saw
there
that
when
in
they
the-
were
He was
born.
like, yeah, he was like,
yeah,
their
I saw that in
alpha
the
and-
trailers. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love how he was addressing the one that they made, and she's like, "Oh, so like maybe we should arrange play dates." He's like, "No," he's like, "Bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not smart." He's like, "You raise this one in like isolation, and,
Yeah.
like it is going to be socially awkward, essentially."
Yeah.
And he's like,
right.
I also liked how in the movie they also played the original music of Jurassic
like
Park.
all over the place,
Oh.
and it just.
Yes.
Oh.
They didn't change any notes.
Just closed my hand even tighter and just freaked out and had like these weird faces all over, and I was just like,
Yes. I love when they do that. Like,
right?
I feel like a kid again.
Like just the nostalgia factor in that movie just like
Yes,
shoots up
so
like
much nostalgia.
crazy.
yes.
Why he can do the scent hunt with them.
We'll talk later.
No, we were just.
No, we're
asking
talking now.
else.
I
We were
started
talking.
Okay.
She was helping me understand.
I was
Okay.
explaining
Oh, okay.
More for the boy.
Okay.
Explaining. You have some explaining to do.
All right then.
Anyway.
Not you though.
I never have to explain myself.
Oh, man.
I'm the thing. I never have to explain myself.
Well,
No, don't say anything. I don't want your
actually,
comments.
if you were, you do. But if you were Deadpool, you didn't have to explain yourself.
I can't wait for that upgrade.
Because you're Deadpool.
Because
that
can't
would
wait
make
for
the
that
same.
upgrade.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
So, what was you other than like the main awesome scene?
Yes.
What was your favorite like minor scene?
Like I don't feel like there was a minor scene in that movie, and I feel like that's why it was like really cool. If you go like, I can assess, and like I'm a huge critic. In case you guys couldn't tell,
Really?
right? No,
That should be
So,
on your
like,
resume.
My first viewing, I always like dissect and I can critique as I go, but I can still absorb it and like still
Yeah.
enjoy the film and stuff like
Right.
that, or not enjoy it if it's a bad film or whatever. But I do critique
For
as I
whatever
go.
reason.
Right. So for me, like. So I would tell other people, when you go back and watch it again the second time, you always pick up like those more things that you see. But like
Absolutely.
for me, I can pick up kind of like in my first viewing, if that doesn't
Yeah.
sound too cocky. But like essentially, like when I look back on it and stuff like that, it's like everything had a purpose. Everything happened the way it happened. And at first I thought the pacing in the beginning was a little weird. I was like, okay, this feels like rushed but slowed, and you feel like you're taking forever to get to the good part. But then
Right.
it's like when I like was really thinking about it and like looking back on it, I was like, but then you did this for that, and then I had to explain this for this, and then I was like, oh, it was all like the setup and the build up and everything was just
Right,
really
yeah.
really well done.
The
So
pacing of the build into like
absolutely, to everything.
to them going into
Even up
the
to
Indominus
yeah,
Rex
like
cage.
even to that first moment, you're like, oh man. So like yeah, so but as far as like other than that, like my other favorite part, I would probably say maybe like probably one of the coolest or most intense parts was when they send out the first unit because they think that they can tame them, and then it comes out and like you see like the green change to white on his, and you're like, oh crap,
Yeah.
you all screwed,
Yeah.
and then you start everyone's starts flatlining on the screen, and you're like, well, this is turning out to be an awful day.
And at that point, I was like, I hope that they're figuring out
And it's
that
not
they're
over.
not doing this right.
Yeah, like, but another thing that I did like was like kind of the little details, like really cool, funny, like detail things. Like when you really think about it, so it's a modern representation of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's placed in the modern world where like you still see kids like on their cell phones and stuff like that. So it would make sense why they would want to create the wow factor, like something that makes people go like, oh, like up on their phones for a moment and be like, oh, that's really cool. Right, so I get that, but it's like another thing is when she first walks into the control room, which by the way, when they were playing the music, you were like, "Oh, it's like nostalgia."
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Right?
when they walk into the control room and like everyone's like talking, you hear like on the comm radios, people are like, "Man, these two triceratops are going at it again. Like, get a control." You're like, "What? These are freaking dinosaurs." We're like, it's like so casual for everyone.
Who
but
doesn't
it's
want to
fun.
see Triceratops
Two
mate?
triceratops like freaking fighting the crap out of each other, and it's like, but then you know how they deal with like containments and everything. So I just like the detail that they added. And
Yeah.
It's like they know their things, and so that's why it was really cool to see. That's why you can understand why everyone was like losing their minds and why the situation was so out of control, because it has never been out of control before, and they had
Yeah.
no idea like what to expect or what they were doing until it happened. So that was really cool.
They were so used to such minor
yeah, they were they were just riding. They were just coasting, and the instant that bump came, they like freaking swerved all over the place like a Chinese driver and just.
Oh my gosh!
Had to take it
racist.
to a racist place.
So racist.
Maybe.
Did that go racist there?
Did it?
Yeah,
Maybe
but-
for a dark. It took me to a dark
Just for a
place. I
little bit.
Just for a
apologize.
Just for a little
moment.
bit.
Just for the one moment. Anyway.
Just a wee little bit.
Anyways,
Alright,
but
Thing,
no.
what was your favorite minor scene?
favorite minor scene. Okay, so there's that one newbie that fell into the raptor cage.
Yeah.
Got pulled out, and Owen was like, "You ever wonder why there is an opening for this job?" And then later on, towards the end, he pushes the button ever so. Like
Epically,
drastically, it's
like so
let's
true.
do this.
It's like all he does is push a button.
Why did he have to be so dramatic about
It was.
it?
Hey, it was his moment. It was his moment.
Yeah, I
It was
suppose
his moment.
He was
It
ugly.
was his 2 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean-
my favorite minor scene was when.
Oh, shut up, Carrot Top.
It was the beginning because you need to watch it.
It was the trailers that you might have seen beforehand.
It was the bird landing in the snow.
I know, right?
However, let's all agree that probably one of the not like heart tugging like saddest parts, but like one of the like parts of that movie was like the last 20 seconds of her assistant's life. That
Yes.
sucked balls
That was
Right?
so
horrible. I felt
hard.
bad for her.
How would you
Dragged out.
hate to be that
Oh
girl
Yeah.
for the
Like-
last minute of her life?
Chomp.
Just like
I almost want. You said chomp. I almost want to ask why that happened.
Okay, spoiler alert. So basically, she gets picked up by a pterodactyl, flown around, dropped by one, dropped by another pterodactyl, who then picked her up in midair, dropped by another one into water, was then being like bobbed up and down because pterodactyls kept trying to pick her out of the water, before one of them finally gets her, flies like 5 feet up in the water, and then the giant fish in the water goes up and chomps and eats the bird and her.
God.
So you know in the
Part was
trailer,
amazing.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
that's that shark.
Yeah, the big shark thing chomps on the pterodactyl.
Yeah.
That's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Scene.
yeah, but it's like,
Nasty
but it's like the 30 seconds before that is like hell for this woman. Like,
Oh, like,
it's
gross.
awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Oh.
You're like, oh man, out of all the characters in this movie, she
That's
got the
the
shortest
worst.
end of any
Well,
stick
She
handed.
wasn't really
Assistant.
watching
Too.
over the kids and he wasn't doing her job.
Say what?
Really?
Yeah,
No
she was a terrible nanny.
Oh, really?
The assistant is
Dumb.
Morgana from Merlin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, that's another nerdism.
But yeah,
we can go
so
on
that
to.
was by far probably the most dramatic part
Yeah.
or traumatic part, which whoever you are for that of that
The other,
movie.
it's either
It was
or.
like, yeah. For me, I was like, oh, and then she falls in the water. I was like, oh, and then she gets chomped. I was like, oh, okay. So life
At least
sucks.
it's over now.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
God.
and we're done.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Oy.
Speaking of being done.
Yeah, man, we gotta end this. We've been going for so long.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a quick comment.
Yeah, what's up?
I mean, like I mean, I don't usually like spoilers, but with what you guys have told me, I am more excited
Oh,
to
man.
watch this movie.
You should be.
Than what I was originally from the trailer.
We haven't
No.
even covered like half of
No.
it, which is the cool
Right?
part. And
We
we've been
haven't.
so vague on a lot of stuff
I know.
specifically for
Yeah.
you. So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
for that.
it's so cool.
I'm so excited. Anyways, we can end it now.
Okay, finally.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. Jurassic Park was good. I'm excited for the other movies to come out later this year.
If you
And-
troll us,
Thought-
Maya, who's
Thoughts
not
thoughts
here.
on the games.
Thoughts on games? Angel Stone looks good.
Angel Stone looks good. That's all we need to say.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah.
The Mirror's Edge game does look really good. Like it does look really good.
Yeah.
So be excited for that.
Excited
It
for
does
it.
look cool.
Aubrey?
Slight offset, but with still Jurassic World. There's the new Lego Jurassic World game that came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And it is 1 through 4. Movies 1 through
Yeah.
4. So
This should
there's
be interesting.
tons
You know
of
what?
Gameplay on that side.
My-
It's not
my-
like you get just one. You get like, okay, let's go through all 4 of the movies just to
Oh,
entertain
yeah.
you.
My closing
if
thought.
you like Jurassic World, then that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my closing thought. Even if you didn't have Jeff Goldblum himself come back, they should have given Chris Pratt his hat. Like,
That's true.
at least his hat should have made an appearance because that hat is so epic. Like, it's so rad.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
Well,
have
they
to
had
look
his
for that.
cane. Well, they had the cane and the
That's
statue.
true. They did have his cane. They did have
and,
his cane.
and the little
the
monument.
the
thing.
old guy's the fungus cane.
You
Yeah.
mean Dr. Grant?
Sorry, Deadpool didn't comprehend that.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. All right. So that's going to do it for this episode of Nerd Week Podcast.
You guys are the best.
Leave us
Thanks.
comments and
Like, subscribe.
Give us
Maya
feedback.
will
We love
troll.
you.
Maya will troll.
Maya will
I
kill
am the
you.
Thing.
I'm the dragon.
Carrot Top.
AI.
And thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Nerd Week Podcast. I am Grant, also known as The Thing.
Matthew, Carrot Top.
And I am Luke, also known as Maya.
And it has to be said that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maya.
We want to thank you guys for watching this
Maya.
episode of podcast. And we really would
Maya?
like it if you guys would like and subscribe
Maya.
this video. as
Maya.
well.
That's all he can say. After he gets it going, he just can't stop.
Yeah.
Maya.
Anyways, please comment. We love feedback. Criticize, troll. He'll troll you back.
Maya.
And thanks for watching. Have fun time.
Take care.
Maya.
I think that's good enough.
I like that one.
Maya.